What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bri, back to talk about The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and the possible connection that could be happening. We're not sure. It's just a discussion and a theory right now, but obviously spoiler warning for Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead, all seasons, comic stuff. If you're worried about spoilers, just stop watching. Now, for those who don't watch Fear the Walking Dead, that is John and June has a radio in her hand. Could Fear the Walking Dead connect with The Walking Dead at some point? Maybe next season, maybe not, maybe beyond. But the radio will play a big factor in the season 9 finale of The Walking Dead, I'm hearing. Potential spoilers say that we're going to hear a radio message at the very end of the episode, and no one is going to be there to hear it. See you in October. We have to wait to find out who it was. Is it a male? Is it a female? The latest reports, I believe, is that it's a female. It's hard to hear, it's hard to make out, they say, from the static and what's going there, but with the blizzard coming around Alexandria and the communities, some people have told me that'll actually help the transmission of a signal. Somebody could be reaching from far away. It could be Ohio, it could be Texas, Mississippi, Georgia, here, there, Pittsburgh to Virginia. I don't know where it is exactly, but the snow will play a factor. Now, if you know the comics, you know that Eugene plays a factor with meeting Stephanie from the Commonwealth. So is that initially setting it up? The Commonwealth for season 11, potentially, I guess, in the comic storyline. It would probably be season 11. And the show is the show, the comic is the comic, and the show definitely deviates from the comic. But there is a part for Sadiq with the radio. If you know the comics, you know what I'm talking about. But I think it's going to be Father Gabriel connecting with Jadis, most likely, if it makes that connection with what we saw before. But is it Father Gabriel, Sadiq, Eugene? We just don't know. If it's not Georgie, if it's not Maggie, if it's not Jadis, if it's not Stephanie, if it's not Princess, if it's not this one, if it's not that one, if it's not Heath, I don't know who it is. I don't think it's going to be Rick, because I don't see how that would connect so great with the show, because Rick's not going to be on the show. It could be Maggie, but then some people are making the point, well, Maggie knows where to go. Well, the blizzard has come around, and maybe they're just putting out a transmission somewhere to try and reach out to other communities, and they don't know that Hilltop and Alexandria have radios now, because when they left, they didn't. It could be Jadis, obviously, because the Jadis connection could be with Rick and should be with Rick for the movies. I just think it makes sense that they're going to have to come across that at some point. If it's this initial transmission, season 10, if it's going to connect like that or not. But Father Gabriel's radio is going to be a big part of season 10, I'm guessing, if it's the Commonwealth connection or what. But you're going to need a radio like this. I show them with walkie-talkies and small range radios, but I think you would need a bigger transmission of a ham radio or something. Again, I'm not a radio guy, so I don't know the technical aspects of it, but I would assume you need a big, high-powered radio like that. Now let's talk about the aspect of Fear the Walking Dead. It could be Alicia, it could be Morgan, it could be June, it could be Luciana, it could be anybody from Fear the Walking Dead, but will they do that? Will Alicia and Morgan, and now Dwight, come around on The Walking Dead eventually? If they left, will they come back? I mean, they could definitely use them for the Whisperer War, especially Morgan, John, Dwight. It would be pretty awesome, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. June and John's relationship is a good aspect of the show, and I am excited for Fear the Walking Dead that comes out June 2nd for the 5th season. But if you look at this picture right here, they do have a radio, a higher powered radio that they could send out a signal with. It was at the truck stop. You can see it on the table in the far right part of the picture. So they could send out a signal with that radio from the truck stop. So it's possible, right? I would like to see it at some point. I don't know if it's going to happen. A lot of people are having this theory and they're talking about it. So what do you think? Do you think it's Luciana? Do you think it's this person? That person? Is it a male? Is it a female? I can't wait to find out. And I hope they bring more characters like this lady and her brother. They were pretty funny. And I love comedic people on shows because they bring a good comic relief that's needed. We lost some characters, we gained some characters. Could it be Althea on the radio? I hope her SWAT truck is in good working order, and I hope it comes around. That'd be pretty awesome if the SWAT truck rolled up to Alexandria. And I don't know if that's ever going to happen with the time jumps and the timelines with a year and a half and 6 years and that, and Texas and Mississippi, and where are they going? Are they going here? Are they going to Atlanta? Are they going there? Where are they going to end up? And what's the plan? I mean, Fear the Walking Dead needs a major villain. They haven't really ever had a good villain on the show. I think that'll help out tremendously. Morgan being on the show helps for sure. I do like the new cast. I just wish it connected a lot better. We lost some major characters, and I'm okay with it because I wasn't the biggest fan of that major character, if you know what I'm talking about. But Alicia and Morgan are actually good for the show, but can they carry the show? And what's the end game of Fear the Walking Dead? Is it ultimately to connect with The Walking Dead? Because initially, Fear the Walking Dead was supposed to be its own show in California, have nothing to do with The Walking Dead, And then they were like, scrap that. That's not good. That's not working. We're not watching it. People aren't watching this show as much as The Walking Dead. It kind of failed. It really didn't work, in my opinion. But Strand, Charlie, Luciana, so many characters are there now, and it's kind of good. And also, the Whitey Boy's coming, and that's pretty awesome. So I want to see how it connects. Does it make sense? Will it make sense? Will Sherry be involved? And one of the biggest gripes I have with Fear the Walking Dead is that we don't care about these characters at all. Now, I already care about John. I do care about Morgan and the Whitey Boy and Alicia, so we'll see what happens. But we have a connection with Abraham and Eugene with the Althea tapes, potentially. They put it there for a reason. There's no way that that was put there by chance. The Walking Dead universe should connect, and I hope Fear the Walking Dead has the tape of Abe and Doctor, which has got to be Abraham Ford and Dr. Eugene Porter, who's not a doctor. Rosita could be there too. That would be pretty awesome. I don't know if we're ever going to get a true spinoff of Abraham's Army, but Michael Cutlitz said that he's going to direct an episode in season 10. I believe the early word is that it's season 10, episode 3. So he's coming back to The Walking Dead, but as a director still, and not as Abraham Ford. We have to wait and see if Daniel Salazar is coming back. I hope he does. If he comes back, that would be cool. I don't know how it's going to happen, where he's been all this time. Will we see Walker and Crazy Dog? I don't know. Hopefully it makes sense, and I would love to see it connect a little bit more. But could it be a member of Fear the Walking Dead over the radio? For sure. But we just don't know with the time jumps and where they are and this and that. Because remember, we had a 7.5-year time jump in the first half of season 9. So Fear the Walking Dead would have to have some major time jumps as well. So if they're ever going to connect, they have to connect with the timeline, and it's got to make sense. So we'll have to wait and see. The season 9 finale is tonight of The Walking Dead. I hope we get a trailer very soon of Fear the Walking Dead because I want to see how it goes down, and I'm excited. You're excited. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you haven't, guys, please hit that subscribe button to become a valued member of our PT channel, Walking Dead family. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories, and as always, tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.